Now, before we tuck into that, I have a couple of things. I just got off of a call with a client, and she's really, really wonderful. But y'all, we are in the throes of ego death. Like the ego is trying so desperately to hold on to the old stories, and her higher self is desperately trying to come through. The higher self is like, come on, I'm here. She's this close to making that shift where the ego dies or retreats or collapses, and her higher self, she can see through her higher self's eyes. She can see, she can hear through the higher self's ears. This is so very important for us as spiritual women, as spiritual leaders, spiritual healers, understanding what is going on. And here is the dialogue I just had with her, and the thing that was going on as she's experiencing this egoic death. Okay, the universe is moving her forward. Her ego is telling her old stories. Okay, so it's telling the old stories of I'm getting abandoned. I have to serve these people. I have to people please, right? I have to, if I don't fawn, then I will not survive. Okay, so important. Her ego is telling her these stories. Now, she's already done the work to do the release around these things. This is why it's coming up for her to now make different choices. Even though she's done the work and the healing, there are still the echoes and the habits that are tying her to her old story and to her old ways. Okay, this is the realm of the caterpillar, right? The butterfly is inside, and the butterfly is like, dude, that is not who I am. Okay, and the caterpillar keeps clinging to the butterfly, right? Instead of just dying, it keeps clinging to the butterfly, and the butterfly can get dragged down by that energy, and it becomes impossible. The butterfly cannot break free from that cocoon while the caterpillar is alive and intact. And this is why we have to do the work, the internal work, to release our caterpillar self so that the butterfly in us can have control and authority in our lives, and so that we can fly. So let me pause and let me check in and see if you're here with me. Can you type in #live? If you're watching the replay, type in #replay. Rebecca, what is the status? I see Teresa is here on the live stream on my personal page. Thank you. I'm getting over people pleasing. Yes, and you did make it. Rebecca, did you share this in the League of Badass Butterflies? Already shared in the league. Okay, so let me try to open up that as well. Y'all, okay, let me make some more. Thank you, sweetheart. Let me make some more notes here. And let me make another announcement. Okay, we have a 5-day challenge. I'm inviting you. It is free. Okay, it is the Slay Your Fear 2023 year-end blitz. All right, this is about being in this year 2023 with these things that you want to manifest for yourself. Okay, you want to manifest your life, these wonderful things in your life, right? And hold on. Yes, here we go. Got it. All done. I can close that out. You want to manifest these things in your life. There are things that you did not get done this year. Okay, a lot of you are feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling stressed out because there's a feeling of this feeling of urgency around making things happen. Okay, I'm right there with you. I understand it and I respect it. And what I've done is put together a 5-day challenge where we are going to work together for 5 days. And I'm going to give you some very powerful techniques to help you harness your spiritual guidance team, amp up your energy, concentrate your focus, get laser-like focus, get clarity, and then take on whatever needs to be wrapped up this year. And it can be anything. It can be ending a relationship that is no longer serving you. It can be losing those extra stubborn 10 pounds. It can be setting up your business. It can be taking care of an old tax debt. It can be whatever it is you want to do. All right. Whatever it is that's bothering you. I want you to bring yourself and your unfinished business to the last days of, Rebecca, did you paste the link? Yes, thank you. Can you please paste the dates also? Because I don't want to say the wrong dates. So can you copy and paste the dates for me, dates and times, and put in there? I want you to bring your unfinished business to the last week of November, that last Sunday in November. And what we're going to do is put together a spiritual and energetic and material. Okay, we're working on 4 levels. It's spiritual, energetic, emotional, and material, right? We're going to get you fully aligned with your higher self so that you can align with your higher self so that you have all the right energy. You know you're working on the right things. You know we're going to amp up your intuition, because when you are working with your higher self, the pathways, you know the doors are going to open, right? So we're going to make that alignment with the higher self. We are going to align your thoughts with your higher self. We are going to align your emotions with your higher self. We are going to align your chakras with your higher self, particularly your heart chakra, right? And we are going to we're going to make a list of the right actions that you need to take so that you can get your unfinished business handled in 2023, so that you can go into 2024 like a champ. All right. So this 5-day challenge is called, look, let me read it. The Slay Your Fear 2023 Year-End Blitz, a 5-day challenge to harness your most powerful spirit guides, ignite your moxie, that's your sexy creative energy, activate your self-trust, and slay the last days of 2023 like a badass butterfly in charge of her destiny. Go ahead and sign up. It's absolutely free to attend. It is going to be so fun. I even have guest speakers. I'm excited. Okay, so get yourself signed up. Now, with all that being said, let me check in and see who's even in the Facebook group. Teresa, I am so glad that you have joined us here on my personal page. Let's see if Facebook will allow me to enter my own group that I created, okay? Will Facebook allow me, little old me, to go into my own group? Because I want to see if anybody's there with me. Rebecca is, look at Rebecca. Go, Rebecca. Rebecca is managing, let's give her a round of applause. She is managing 2 live streams at the same time. If you all are live, give us some support. Type in #live. If you're watching the replay, type in #replay. So y'all, I am really, really excited about everything that we have going on here in the League of Badass Butterflies, but just in life in general. Life is so good. God is so good. Let us celebrate all that we are, all that we have, and let us appreciate, raise it to another level. Okay, I'm very excited about everything that's going on. So for today, what are we doing? Today's topic, I have it somewhere. It is over here. Okay, today's topic. All right, so here we go. Y'all, I am very much about my spirituality. I am very excited to be a spiritual person. I believe in energy. I believe that what we are experiencing in this material world is an outpicturing of what's happening in our minds. I believe in the mind of God. And I believe in that Christian Trinity of Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Been talking to Holy Spirit, and Holy Spirit is like, dude, I'm your divine mother. God is like, dude, I'm your divine father. Jesus is like, dude, I'm your divine brother. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so supported, feeling so, so good. Now, with all that good spiritual support, here I am on earth, okay? And here you are, you have the same spiritual support. And here you are on earth. And what do we want to do? We want to manifest. I want to manifest. I am on a mission. I am loving building my business, working with my team. I am loving dating out in the world, dating men. Oh my God, dating the masculine. I'm loving that. I am loving getting up in Paris and going for a 10-mile run for no good reason other than I can. God damn it, I can do that. I'm going to do that, right? Loving going out for walks with my dogs, loving having a good glass of wine, loving sensuality and pleasure, right? I'm even loving listening to the news and feeling my blood boil over political stuff, over pain and suffering. I am alive and I am in this world partaking. Now, for some of you, I know that I'm turning you off because you all want to deny the world and you want to not the war hurts you, and I believe me, the war hurts me too. These wars, not just one war, right? Several wars around the world, different continents. That's painful. And at the same time, that to me does not give me permission to deny the love of God and the energy of unconditional love of Jesus Christ and the Christ consciousness. I cannot turn my back on that so that I can give into the three-dimensional world. So right now in this space and time, I'm living in a relatively safe space and I'm celebrating and living in appreciation of what I have. I am safe, all right? Now, from my safe place, connected to God and living in this three-dimensional world in a relatively safe place, I have needs and desires. I have wants. I have things that I want to manifest. And you too have things that you desire and you want to manifest. And what I want to talk to you about today is as you're going through your three-dimensional life and you're enjoying the benefits of your safe, beautiful environment, how can you be in the three-dimensional world and really stay connected to the divine, right? And this is particularly challenging if you are a business owner, whether it's a coach like I am, or a healer or a yogini, or if you have a consulting company or you're an author. It doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter what you do. If you are spiritual and you care about energy and you are a part of this world and you want to do good in this world, you want to have some kind of a bridge between the three-dimensional world and your spiritual self, right? So what I want to encourage you to do is to just kind of listen to these 10 rituals that I'm going to recommend. Some of them will be very common. You're going to be like, I know that. And I'm going to be like, yeah, of course you know that. I'm just reminding you. But then there might be a few things that you haven't thought about, okay? And these rituals are designed to help you remember that you are a child of God and to enjoy living on this earth as a human being. All right, so let's tuck into the 10. Let me check in on my 2 Facebook, I told you, men. Hey, Gloria, it's good to see you, darling. So cute. Yes, girl. Yes, yes, Gloria. Okay. All right, let me do this. All right, let me get into my notes here. Live stream script and notes. Here we go. So I've got these 10 wonderful rituals for you. All right, and these are things that you can be practicing on a daily basis. Now, before we tuck into that, I want to kind of just, I want you to, if you can close your eyes or just you in your mind's eye, I want you to follow your calling to do whatever it is you feel called to do. Whether that, like I said, being a yogini, being a healer, being an architect, I don't care what it is. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a nurse, whatever that feeling is inside you, right? You are following your divine purpose. How does it feel to wake up in the morning knowing that you have a purpose? How do you wake up? What time do you wake up? Do you wake up with an alarm? Do you wake up with an alarm? Do you jump out of bed excited? Yeah, I do. I have to admit, I'm a geek. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I am so excited because I get to do the work that I do. I love this work. I love putting together these live streams. I love putting together these 5-day challenges. And now I've got a new friend. It's called artificial intelligence. And we put together images and we have so much fun. Okay. So my point is, how are you waking up in the morning? And I want you just to imagine yourself, whatever it is that you want to do with your life, your big soulful dream, whatever you want to manifest in the world. What does it feel like to have that? Right? And I want you to bring that energy into your heart and your mind. And I want you to like imagine that as a light spreading through your entire body from head all the way down to your toes, that sparkling energy of the joy of your big dream. Okay? Just allow that and understand that that energy is a part of your purpose. You being able to feel that is a part of your purpose. It's not just about going out there and handling your mission and, oh, you know, if your mission is to be a doctor and you going out healing people and helping people, you know, get better, you're doing your surgeries, you're doing your operations, you're helping improve people's lives. It's not just about giving. It's also about receiving and allowing yourself to be in the flow of abundance. And that flow of abundance can be certainly an abundance of money. But what I'm thinking about is an abundance of good feelings, an abundance of hope, an abundance of joy, an abundance of love, an abundance of support. That is your wealth, okay? That is your wealth. And if you are prospering there, then money will certainly follow. This is why you must follow your divine purpose. Whatever your purpose is, you must follow it. And you must, while you're getting ready to get into it, you may not be as far along as I am. I've been a coach for the last 11 years, but I've been a healer for the last 20 years, okay? You may not be that far along, but it doesn't change the fact that even the process of becoming your whatever it is you're going to become, that process is sacred and beautiful, and that is also a part of your gift. So make sure that every day you are in a space of feeling that supreme joy, that love of the universe, that love of God, that Holy Spirit, our divine mother, rolling through us, shimmering through us, glowing us, okay? Lighting up our chakras, giving us energy and making us feel, however it makes you feel. If it makes you feel silly and giddy, or if it makes you feel sexy and vivacious, all right? Whatever it is, activate it every day. And if you do that, and these are the 10 rituals that I'm giving you, all right, they are meant to help activate this in you. If you do that, doesn't matter the outcomes. It doesn't matter if you ever become a doctor, okay? What matters is that you are glowing from the inside out just because you are in alignment with your higher self and you are nurturing your own energy. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and tuck into the rituals. First, okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time with this one. Morning meditation and visualization. So making sure you get up in the morning, you meditate, you pray, you visualize what it is you want. You spend as much time as you can doing your visualizations. And when you're doing your visualizations, make sure that you are also feeling, all right? You want to feel what it feels like. If you're imagining your boyfriend or your husband and you see that handsome face, and you're imagining smelling his cologne, right? If you are smelling it and you're smiling, okay? You get the picture. I'm smiling right now because I have something very real in my head. I have something very real in my mind, okay? That is what you want when you do your visualizations and your meditations. If you are feeling that, if you are having that kind of reaction, then you are doing it right, okay? So make sure you make it fun, all right? Visualize stuff that gives you pleasure, because that's what you're telling yourselves. I'm telling myself from the soles of my feet up to the top of my head that men smell good. And particularly a certain man smells wonderful. All right? That's all I'm saying. Next on the list, gratitude journaling. All right. So again, cultivating that attitude of gratitude, cultivating an appreciation of all that you have, all that you are, doing that on a regular basis. Now, you can do your gratitude journaling in the morning, but you can also do that in the middle of the day, right? I have a timer that goes off at 12 o'clock every day, and it just says, give a little thought to God. And what I told myself when I set that timer ages ago, I told myself, when that timer goes off, I am going to just stop and think about God. And what happens is I don't always just think about God, like God is this. What I tend to think is, I appreciate this moment. And I might feel into my body. I might feel into the world around me. I might think about a gift that I want to give someone. I might think about something that I want to create. And what I do is I just breathe God and reality with a capital R into that thing. And what that does is it really gives me a pep in the middle of the day, and I'm grounded and I feel safe and I feel good. So doing these kinds of things are really important. Number 3, Affirmations of empowerment. So taking the time to create affirmations that come from you, not just an affirmation you see somewhere, make an affirmation that comes from your story that applies to your desires, all right? And recite them, say them over and over again. But one of the things you can also do with your affirmations is write them down and write stories about them, right? So let's say that your affirmation is, I am a beautiful and loved woman, right? You write that down, and then what you write is what that means to you. I am beautiful. I love animals and children. That makes me beautiful. I love giving and sharing, and all my friends are around me, and that makes me feel beautiful and loved, right? Just spending time writing about that is like putting that affirmation to work, okay? So making sure that you are using affirmations that actually work with you and taking them to another level, not just saying them, not just repeating them, okay? Daily movement and exercise. Yes, yes, y'all, you got to get up and move that body. I don't care what you do, just get up and lift some weights, get up and do some sit-ups, do some push-ups, right? Do some push-ups, do some sit-ups. Like, this is what that is. Nothing, has nothing to do with that. Go for a run, do some yoga, do some stretching, move your body. That type of a ritual on a daily basis is so aligning for your body and your soul and your mind, and your heart loves it. Everything gets involved. Super important. Reading things that are nourishing for your soul. I don't care if you read just for 1 minute or 5 minutes or an hour. Make sure that you always have some kind of an inspiring book, either on your bedside or at your desk, and take a moment to read just a few of those sentences. Take your time to get through the book. I'm a slow reader, especially because I chew and chew and chew. Usually when I'm reading, I'm also writing notes. So it takes me a long time to read. I don't care if it takes me a year to get through a book. What I care about is that I'm consuming something that is nourishing for my soul. So make sure you do that on a regular basis. Reading is really good. Also, reading is wonderful for helping you develop your spiritual philosophy, whether you're using your philosophy as a professional or if you're using your philosophy just as a loving friend and sharing it amongst the people that you love and care for. All right, developing that spiritual philosophy is really important. So when you're arguing with people who say that your theories suck, you sound educated because you read a book. All right, client-centered focus. So what do I mean by that? For me, I'm a spiritual life coach. So my clients and my students and my audience are everything. They are everything. My content is not everything, okay? My website is not everything. What is everything are the people in my email list, on my Facebook page, on my Facebook group, in my LinkedIn, and my YouTube. Those are everything. So what I like to do is in my morning meditation, I think about my clients, like the people that I actually am working with currently, but I also think about my tribe, my entire tribe. I think about how can I serve them? What do they need? What are they experiencing right now? Like, what are the stars? What's going on with the stars, the planets, the moon? How can I use what I know? How can I bring it to them in some kind of a way that's going to be helpful, whether it's going to be just on a 1-minute video or a blog post or a Facebook post or something like that. Thinking about how to serve those people that are supporting you is really, really important, right? Mindful social media engagement. So making sure that you do something in your social media, that is super helpful for you first, okay? But also that's going to serve the people who are your followers, your friends, whatever they are on Facebook or YouTube, whatever your social media platforms are, making sure that you give something of value on a regular basis. Now, I hear a lot of people say, but I don't really like to do social media. And I say, okay, but why? Look at yourself. Why on earth would you not want to do social media? Social media is a fantastic way to connect with people who are awesome. The people on my social media page, like in my group, on my personal profile, are awesome. Okay. You might need to learn how to choose good friends on social media. Okay. You might need to learn how to establish boundaries. Um, Facebook's algorithm also works with you. Like, for whatever reason, every time I open up Facebook, I see a kitten or a puppy. All right. Why? Because that's the kind of stuff I'd be liking. I'd be liking kittens and puppies and women working in their gardens, people cooking, baking cakes. Okay. This is what my social media feed is full of, and I love it. So I've got no issues with social media. If you've got issues with social media, fix it by liking things that are joyful and happy and that ignite you. Don't like things that are ugly or that scare you or upset you. And if you don't like posting things because you don't like how people like respond, because look, let's face it, some people are ignorant. Okay, some people just don't get it. And you know what? This is a great opportunity for you to learn how to like either practice unconditional love, or it's a great opportunity for you to just be like, block. Boundaries. Okay, you get to block whoever you want. You don't have to even block them. You can just uh, check one of those little boxes that says show me less from this person, right? You don't have to even unblock, like you don't even have to even unfriend them. You can just tell Facebook, I don't want to see this person. And Facebook will keep you and them far apart, but y'all can stay friends, but y'all don't see one another. So good. So yeah, being really mindful about how you're showing up on social media, but making sure that you're part of it, not withdrawing and contracting, because, especially, most of my friends are business owners. How are you going to promote your business if you're afraid of social media? And come on, you're spiritual. You should not be afraid of anything, right? If you have a fear of something, go confront that fear. All right. All right, evening reflection and gratitude. I think this is number 5. I did not number them. Evening reflection and gratitude. So you want to wrap up your day by reflecting on what went really well for you and what went wrong. They have this thing called what is that prayer called? Can you guys, if you know what the name of this prayer style is called, is it the Saint Ignatius prayer? But it's when you, at the end of your day, you sit down and I always do it in the bed, because I do everything in the bed. But what you do is, like, your prayer is you go over every single thing of the day. So you start with your morning and you say, God, thank you for this morning. And here's what I did. Thank you for this. And thank you for that. And this is what I did. And then, like, when there's a trauma or a problem or you're triggered and something comes up, you kind of like address it at that time with God at the end of the day, and you at least send some healing light to it, so that then you move on, and you just kind of do that for the whole day. For me, that takes about 15 minutes to kind of get through that. Actually, it takes me about 8 minutes to get through that. But then if I'm going to do some journaling, that can add a few extra minutes onto it. Okay. So that kind of evening reflection, being very appreciative of what it is you've gone through, what you've experienced, sending blessings out to the places where you were angry or you didn't like your behavior, sending yourself some blessings. If you were mad at a person, you didn't like their behavior, send them some blessings, things like that. All these things that I'm sharing with you raise your vibration and make you They make you feel good and whole, but they keep your mind, they keep your noggin really clear and open and receptive to positive divine light. All right. Okay. Your self-care rituals is the next thing. So doing some self-care rituals like massage, taking a bath, having a hot shower at night for me is so, like, showering in the morning, it's all about business. Showering at night is all about just pleasure and relaxation and just kind of like, ah, love it. And then I get in the bed, I put all that lotion on my body, then I go get in my sheets and I'm like, damn, I'm ruining my sheets with all that oil I just put on my body. Anyway, self-care rituals is a great way to raise your vibration. Another thing to be doing on a regular basis, and this is the last thing actually, the last thing to be doing on a regular basis is keeping your self-improvement and your learning up, right? So taking little online classes, learning new things, studying things, participating, even in groups, like taking like real live classes is fantastic. If you're not taking new live classes, doing a little, learning how to draw, learning how to play music, learning how to sing, learning how to do something. That is really, really good for your mind and your soul. And the rewards are phenomenal. So that wraps up my list of 10. And I want to remind you to sign up for Slay Your Fear. What is it called? Slay Your Fear, the 2023 the Slay Your Fear 2023 year-end blitz. Okay, make sure you sign up for that. It's going to be so badass, like awesome. Number one, and let me be honest with you, I am really good at launches and challenges. Between Rebecca and we put together the best like challenges. They are fun, they are exciting, they are interesting, they help you think, they blow your mind. All right. So if you want to come get your mind blown and you want to knock out the last few weeks of 2023 and you want to end this year like a badass, go ahead and sign up for that. Okay. And we'll put the link in the comments for you. I put the link in the description for you as well. So there you go, everybody. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll be back here on Friday to talk about some more stuff. All right. Bye for now, everybody. Au revoir. Ciao. Arrivederci.